Okay, guys, yesterday we talked about the parts of the cell. Today we're going to practice the parts of the cell, and then we're going to do a drawing where you have to label all the parts. So let's review the parts of the cell first. Okay. The nucleus. What do we say the nucleus was like?
The brain.
The brain. Right. Why do we say it's like the brain?
Because it has the important parts in it.
No, not because it has the important parts. Why do we say it's like the brain?
Because it's a circle and it has
No, let's think before we raise our hand. Okay. Kiara? Right. Doesn't your brain tell you when to stand up? Doesn't your brain tell you when to move around? Doesn't it tell you when you're hungry? Okay, well, the brain tells your body what to do. That's what the nucleus does. It tells the cell what to do and when to do it, just like your brain does. It controls the cell, just like your brain controls you. Okay? That's why we use them that way. We compare those two. Okay, chromosomes. We said the chromosomes were the same thing as the what? DNA, right. Talk loud, okay? DNA. And the chromosomes are, what could we say we could use? What word? When we make our models, what do we use for the models? Yarn. Why do we use yarn? Why are we going to use yarn for the model?
chromosomes are thread-like material.
Exactly. Yarn is thread. Chromosomes are thread-like material that gives you information. It tells you what color hair you have, what color eyes you have, and all that good stuff. Okay. Cell membrane. What do we compare the cell membrane to? Calista?
The skin.
The skin, right. Why do we compare the cell membrane to the skin? Why do we compare those things to the skin?
Because it holds the guts
Exactly. Your skin holds your guts and muscles inside your body. Just like the cell membrane holds everything where? Inside. Right. It's just like your skin, isn't it? And it's soft and pliable just like your skin. Okay, vacuoles. We said vacuoles are nothing but, what are vacuoles?
storage.
Storage buildings, right. What's stored inside of vacuoles? Are there some things we might see stored inside the vacuole stadium? Come on, y'all girls gotta participate. Food, water, and waste products, yeah. Because a cell is a living organism, just like you're a living organism, aren't you? And doesn't your body store food, water, and don't you have waste products that you have to get rid of? Cells have the same life, they have to do the same thing because they're alive. They have to have a place to store all that stuff, just like you do. Cytoplasm. What's cytoplasm? Oh, come on, somebody knew. What's cytoplasm? Right, it's what everything's floating in. And it's a jelly-like substance. Mitochondria. What's mitochondria? What are we going to remember? What are we going to compare it to help us remember it? Peanuts. Why aren't we going to draw them like peanuts and remember them with peanuts? How's that going to help us remember mitochondria?
Because a mitochondria looks like peanuts.
Okay, they look like peanuts. And what else? How can peanuts help us remember?
Because peanuts give you energy.
Right, peanuts are proteins. They give you energy. And what does mitochondria do, guys? It releases energy for the cell. Right, it helps the cell get the energy it needs to grow and reproduce. Okay, let's do some, oops, they're already labeled. Let me go back. Don't look at that. Oops. Oops. Okay, mix them up. Okay, who's got the sticks? Okay, give me some 6 people. Okay, and come help us label the cell. Oops, okay, click outside of the box. Simply, okay, now click apart. Okay, where's the cell membrane? Don't highlight it, just, okay, just click it and drag it. There you go. You need some help? He's got it. Very good. It's that outside line. Next person. Anyone you want to do. Vacuole, where's the vacuole? Good. Just click it and drag. There's the cytoplasm. Remember that cytoplasm is that jelly-like substance that everything's floating in. No, it's got to be to a line. Hold on, everybody. Did she find the jelly-like substance?
No.
It's what everything's floating in. Right. It's the yellow stuff that everything's floating in, right? Good. Where's the nucleus? Right. It's the largest organelle in the cell. Mitochondria, those are our peanuts for energy. Right, and the chromosomes are the thread-like structure. What do you notice? Where's the chromosomes always at, guys? Inside the nucleus. It's always inside the nucleus. Good. Okay? Now, we got two parts that's not in an animal cell. In an animal cell, it's only in a plant cell. What are the two parts that are only in a plant cell, not in an animal cell? Tell me one of them, Kyle. Cell wall. What's another one? I need a young lady. What's another one? Don't know? Jadian? Chloroplast. Good. Let's review those two parts. Okay, the cell wall, remember, is a rigid layer. It's on the outside of plant cells, and it's there to protect the plant cells, like a brick wall for protection. Give it structure. Chloroplasts, see all those little green things? Why are they green? Why are they green? Right, it's a plant cell, and why else is it green? It contains, well, what does that word do? Chlorophyll. Right, you ever notice plants are green, guys? Yes. You ever wonder why a plant's green? It's green because the chloroplast makes chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is what gives the plant the green coloring. So all those little green things are the chloroplast with chlorophyll in it. That's why plants are green. Okay. Now we have one more. Don't look. Let me move on back. Don't look. Usually it goes back to its right place. Okay. Give me 8 people. Okay, cytoplasm. Don't block the screen so everybody else can see it, guys. Stand to the side so the other students can see it. So remember that cytoplasm, that's that jelly-like substance and everything's floating in. Chromosomes are this thread-like material that's inside the nucleus. Okay, the nucleus, like the brain of the cell. Remember, on your test, you're going to have to label a cell, so make sure you're learning these labels. The vacuole. What do you notice about the vacuole on this plant cell that was different from the vacuole on the animal cell? What do you notice about this vacuole? Callista, what do you notice about the vacuole on this plant cell that's different from the animal cell?
That there's only one vacuole and that's bigger than the animal and the animal vacuole.
Right. The animal cell, did y'all notice, had a bunch of little vacuoles, but this plant cell has like a giant vacuole. It looks like a big lake. Does anybody remember what happens if that plant vacuole gets empty? What happens if the plant vacuole is empty, Sean?
The plant starts to droop.
Right, the plant droops because that vacuole is empty. And when you water the plant and the vacuole gets full, what does the plant do?
It grows back.
It perks up because the vacuoles are like a full balloon. Good. And look, here's a place. We need one more person. Kyle? You notice that cell wall is on the outside of the plant. because it's got to protect everything on the inside, right? Even the cell membrane is protected by that cell wall. So the cell wall's on the outside, the cell membrane's on the inside. Hey, good job. Okay, so now that we know all the parts of the cell, plant and animal cell, we know what the parts do, their job and function, you're going to draw me a picture. And on this picture, it's going to look similar to this one. Your paper is going to be divided into 3 pieces. Okay, it's going to look just like this. Okay, just like on the board, you're going to draw an animal cell and a plant cell. You're going to draw all the parts in the animal and the plant cell. In the middle section, you're going to give your picture a title, and you're going to put all the parts that the plant and animal cell have in common. And you're going to draw your arrows to those parts. You're also going to write the job or function of those parts. Okay? I didn't do that, but you will. And then the 2 parts that the plant cell has that the animal cell does not have, you're going to put on the bottom. Are you going to draw any lines over here?
No.
No, why not?
Because they don't have any on the animal.
Right. Animal cells don't have these 2 parts, so you notice lines are only coming over here. So guys, when you look at this picture, and we're going to color code it, you notice everything's in a certain color. You can choose your color, but they should match. The 2 cells should match in color. And when we finish, it should be very easy for you to look at these 2 pictures and the colors you see and be able to say, oh look, they both have yellow. Oh, that means they both have cytoplasm. Oh look, they both have orange. Oh, they both have a nucleus. That's telling us how our plant and animal cell are what?
The same.
How they're the same, how they're alike. We're comparing ourselves with our pictures, aren't we? Now you notice on the cell wall in the chloroplast, you're going to see, oh look, this one's got pink on it. This one doesn't. That means that is how it is, what? Different. That's how it's different, exactly. Because after we draw our pictures and color them, you're going to write me a paragraph. And in that paragraph, you're going to compare the animal and the plant cell. And you're going to use your picture as a reference for your paragraph, aren't you? It should be very easy for you to compare these 2 cells and tell me how they're alike just by looking at the colors and how they're different. Okay, so that's going to be our final job. After we draw our picture, just to write that paragraph for me. Okay? Any questions? Okay. Then, Janaya, you're my helper. You want to help me pass these out? Everybody's going to get a sheet of paper. You can use your notes. You can use your textbook, whichever you want. Give everybody one, please. I've already got it folded for you. Do you help give out some, please? Here's some more if you need them. Give everybody one. Okay, you can use your notes for the definitions. Well, one line. See how lucky that the black one is the cell membrane, the blue one is the cell wall. Well, the cell membrane is going to be a color too. What color are you going to make your cell membrane? Okay, so you have a brown section here for the cell membrane and a blue section for the cell wall, or whatever color you want. Because you set this hard, it's like a straight wall, right? So the cell wall makes it straight. Huh? Do you have to? No, you don't have to. That's really cool when you start writing the words in the definition. Well, the definitions are supposed to be under the word. Why are the definitions separate? Yeah, let me get you another sheet. Guys, your definitions should be with the word. It shouldn't be separate. You write the word and then the definition next to it. Now remember, you're going to write the definition here and you're going to draw this one also, right? Because this one has a nucleus too, don't it? So write your definition next to it. Make sure you have room for the definitions. Yep. Like you're doing it twice. You should only do it once. You don't have room to do it twice. Yeah, crazy. You should put nucleus, the definition. Macule, the definition. Not your okay? You gotta put your definition underneath the words. Right next to the word. The definition's gonna be right next to it. Hold on, let me show you guys something. Y'all seem to be confused. Guys, in that middle section, when you do your words, let's say the first word you do is nucleus. Okay, and you got your cells over here with the nucleus. You got your cell over here with the nucleus, right? Let's say this is your nucleus. You're going to write the word nucleus, then you're going to write the definition or function of the nucleus next to it. What is the job of the nucleus? Somebody tell me the job. To what? Right, it controls the cell and tells it when to reproduce, right? So nucleus controls, or you can just put controls the cell. You're going to write the definition or function next to the word. Then you're going to draw a line to the nucleus. Then for chromosomes, let's say these are your chromosomes. You're going to write chromosomes. And you're going to write the definition or the job of the chromosome next to the word. Then you're going to draw a line to the chromosome. Okay? And let's say your next one's going to be the cell membrane. You're going to write the word. Draw a line. Hopefully it's going to be red also. Draw a line to the cell membrane. And you're going to write the job of the cell membrane. Protects the cell, right? Separates the cell from the outside. So you're going to write the definition or job underneath that word. You understand? You're not just putting the words, you're putting the jobs of those words too. Because when you write your paragraph and you're comparing a plant and animal cell, you need to talk about the jobs of those parts. If you don't talk about the function and jobs of those cell parts, you're going to have a really short paragraph, aren't you? So you need, and you're going to have them right there on your picture, aren't you? Remember, the whole idea of this picture is so you can compare and contrast the two cells.